Welcome back, VC. Mark here. Welcome to Flea Market Finds number 6. Had a great time at the flea markets this morning. Found some really incredible items that I would not expect to show up at flea markets. So, not going to waste any time. I'm going to get going. And I also included a few items from a couple garage sales from over the weekend as well. Okay, so first off, I collect they're called disco cases. Love them. I have them in the basement. At one point, I'll do a tour of my basement. It's been a work in progress for so long, but I'm making some headway on it. Anyway, I always pick these up when I see them. This one is kind of a burnt orange, and this one is a shade of green. Don't exactly know what you would call this. These are really fun. I'm going to have a shelf just with these straight across. It's gonna look great. Stack your 45s, make sure you scratch them all. Never understood these. I collect the boxes as well, and those were much better thought out, but I think these were more form over function, but these are really great. Love these. All right, let's continue with some garage sale finds. I found some CDs, 4 for $1. Really scored with this first one. This is actually a MoFi CD. It's Booker T and the MGs, Macklemore Avenue. The case is a little bit scratched, but that's easy to replace. The disc itself is just like new. So that was my CD find for the week. And I got the Super Session, Crash Test Dummies, The Ghost That Haunt Me. The last one is this Bonnie Raitt, Dig In Deep. I found this beautiful Art of Noise album, Invisible Silence. This was $5 in the shrink as the hype. The vinyl is just in pristine condition. Where I live, it's very common to have garage sales Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I work obviously during the week, so I'm always hitting the garage sales the second day in, although there are some that are just on the weekends. So again, it's just being at the right spot at the right time. I found these two records, and these were 50 cents each. This one is New Kids on the Block, Step by Step. Amazingly so, this is a $15 to $20 album, and I know nothing about this album. I picked it up for the cover. This is Bent Fabric, The Drunken Penguin. Isn't that great? And this is on Atco. Let's see, and this seems to have a bunch of standards on it. Clementine, Wonderful One, Something's Gotta Give, Jenny Mercer. Let's see what else. Fly Me to the Moon. So this may be good. This will be interesting. All right. So now for the flea market finds. I found this great Madonna Mirror. And I remember I went to Catholic school, and our parish would always have a festival, and there'd be concession stands and whatnot. And you could always pick these up back in the day, and a bunch of rock bands, pop artists. They were really fun. I wish I would have kept mine. I have maybe one or two, but they've kind of just disappeared over time. But this is just really nostalgic for me, seeing these. I picked this album up for $3, Herbie Hancock, Light Me Up. One of the few albums by Herbie that I really don't care for. A lot of the songs were written by Rod Temperton, I think. Wrote a lot with Quincy and Michael Jackson. Has lots of vocals on it. Side 1 is just kind of a wash for me. Side 2, there's some good stuff on it, but really not my cup of tea. This was another $1 album, All I Can Do, Dolly. Beautiful shape. Real nice pictures of Dolly. These albums were 2 for $5, and these are in mint condition, except for this one. This one is maybe a very good plus. This is Hot Buttered Soul, but for $2.50, it was coming home with me. And the Enterprise label. 12 minutes of walk on by, I'll take it. 18 minutes by the time I get to Phoenix. I have all the time in the world for that one. One Woman, just a great album. Can't go wrong with Isaac. And again, the condition on these are just mint, the rest of them. This is Roger Mcguinn. This is self-titled, I believe. Has the original insert. And then beautiful album on Columbia, just in pristine condition. I'm not familiar with this artist at all. I just bought it because it has the time strip. Love those, and it's a white label promo. This is Walt Bolden. I just don't know. He's a drummer, so that was a plus right off the bat. There's some alto sax, piano, trumpet, so I'm assuming it's going to be a kind of a jazzy album. Flugelhorn, tenor sax, percussion. So this may be good. And it's on this beautiful white label. Next one is a classic, Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. It's a studio. One More Night, Don't Lose My Number, Take Me Home. It's an awesome album. Beautiful inner sleeve, and this is on Atlantic. It's pristine. Again, these were 2 for $5. I just could not pass them up. I have so many copies of this album. Why I keep buying it? Well, it's a great album and I'll sell it. Although at the shows, people don't pick this album up. I don't understand. The songwriting is great. The arrangements, instrumentation is great. It's just a classic album. This is John Cougar Mellencamp, Scarecrow. Lots of percussion on this album. Mastered by Bob Ludwig. Everything going for it. I love this album. It's the original inner sleeve. Just beautiful. And the Riva or Riva label. Really, really nice. Found another Roger Mcguinn, Cardiff Rose. Again, beautiful inner sleeve. It's on Columbia. This is in the shrink with our special price, $1.99. Those were the days. This is Focus, Moving Waves. This is on Sire Records. Really nice, and to be honest, I'm not too familiar with this band either, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Stephen Stills live. And this is on Atlantic. The original inner. Just beautiful. There's an acoustic side and electric side. All right, so that's that. Great deal on those. All right, now this last lot of records, just amazing. I've seen this vendor there before. He is there periodically. Really nice guy. Usually has, high quality records, some t-shirts he sells, cassettes, etc. He had 2 boxes of the most pristine records I have ever seen. Forget about a flea market, in a record shop or at a record show. These were just, they were just incredible. And I inquired with them, where did you find these records from? Apparently he had bought out some sort of a estate. The previous owner would tape these records on cassette and then put them away. So I'm assuming these records maybe were played, I'd say the maximum 4 or 5 times. Most of the titles were from the 80s, just in pristine condition. You would just die. So he must have had, I would say late 70s as well, because he had, I would say, the complete Van Halen catalog in the shrink with the hype, vinyl, near mint minus, lots of rock, Scorpions, not much soul. Let's see, what else did he have? He had Seal Doors albums, 80s pressing. He had Stevie Ray Vaughan titles, just pressing. Anyway, he was asking, I would say, a fair price for these records. He was not giving them away. But my thought was, Mark, you're never going to see albums like this again. You may have these. These will probably be an upgrade. I mean, I'm fussy to begin with, but these are just they're just amazing. So I may flip mine or whatnot. I just could not pass these up. I had to stop because I've been spending too much money on records to begin with, but I did well. So the first album is by Guns N' Roses, Lies. Just pristine. I had this album somewhere along my journeys. It was just lost. I don't know. I did not sell it. I moved a few times during my life. Used to live out west. Made my way back. That transition. Let me tell you, when you have a move across country, it's never good for the record collection. Anyway, I have it back. This does not have the barcode. So this is actually a $50 album. He was asking $30, I paid $20, got a great deal. Beautiful MoFi sleeve. Beautiful inner sleeve. I was joking with JT. I said, leave it to me. My favorite song on a hard rock album is the ballad Patience. Love that song. Absolutely brilliant. What other ones do I love? I Used to Love Her. I think that's the name. Mama Kin. Just a great album on this beautiful Geffen label. I'm telling you, these are, it's a little windy here. These are flawless. Again, probably played one time. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm not too happy with the wind or the helicopter. Next one. Awesome. Unbelievable. This is a UK pressing Morrissey. Give a hate. Just in case you were confused, Morrissey is an ex-Smith member. It's kind of funny that they felt that they needed to put that on a UK pressing, no less. And this is a second pressing in beautiful shape. I have the original US pressing of this album. I love the UK label, his master's voice. Just beautiful with nipper on it. And again, the vinyl is so very clean on this one. Classic Morrissey, Suede Head, probably my favorite track on the album. Okay, this is another one, unbelievable. I have many Stevie Ray Vaughan titles. I do not have this one, and let alone, I never see this one. This is Family Style. This was 20. He gave it to me for 18. Yeah, that's okay. Again, it's in the shrink. The shrink was torn at the bottom, so I put that little piece of Scotch tape on it so it wouldn't come apart anymore. I love that picture of the two of them. It's almost worth the price alone. He and his brother playing, learning their craft. Produced by Nile Rodgers. Beautiful inner sleeve. Great songs on this one. Hard to Be, Long Way From Home, Good Texan. Just a great album. So happy to have this. Again, I have a copy of this album. This is an original pressing. Never see it with the shrink on it in this condition. This is REM green. This was 20. I paid 20 for this one. I did not get him to come down on this guy. One of my favorite bands, so influential. I believe this was their first Warner Brother release when they transitioned from IRS. Just a great album. And the last one, could not pass this one up as well. Had everything going for it. The hype, the price code sticker, and the shrink. This is U2, Joshua Tree, pristine. There's the fold out, the lyrics. Absolutely flawless vinyl. And the shrink. Just beautiful. And this is a gatefold, of course. I think my original, I don't know if I have the shrink on my original. I'll have to check. Regardless, this is not getting opened. All right, and what did he want? I think he wanted 24 for this. Yeah, he wanted 24. He accepted 20. Again, pricey albums, but I think I did well. So, super excited today. I may have to skip a week after this spend. Who knows? Anyway, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe.